Okay, class, this is our next game design assignment. We're going to be talking about game types. So there are many different types of games. There are many different roles that games play in our society. So one of the misconceptions is that games are just, for kids and they're not really important and it's just for goofing off or relaxing. That is completely false, and you'll see why. This is an important skill to develop. One, to learn how to tell a story and create and be creative, but also to develop a game and why that's important. We're going to go over that. So, our objectives for this assignment are one, describe the role of games in modern society, and then two, identify various types of games. So, for this first slide, tell me what you think the role of games are in our society and give some examples. Again, Google, ask around, ask friends, families, whatever you need to do, but give me your thoughts on what the role of games are. Let's jump over to our overview. So, really quick overview for this assignment. We're going to talk about the role of games and then the types. So, role of games first. The term game can be defined in numerous ways. In general, a game is an interactive avenue through which a setting is discovered. A plot is progressed by the actions of the players, with the winning player most often being rewarded through benefits and/or awards to the next stage of the plot. So, there are a number of different roles games play. Let's go over them. First, education. Games built to train or educate the player. Task training. Businesses can use game technology to provide their their employees with additional skills needed to perform a job. Task training is also used by the military. So think of flight simulators. Also, commercial airline pilots, they get trained in flight simulators. You have people that work in warehouses. They're starting to use games to train them how to use equipment, forklifts, stuff like that. So task training is definitely a game role that is out there a lot currently. Social networking. These games include multiplayer capabilities among people with common interests. Therapy. Doctors are actually using 3D imaging and simulations to assist patients with the healing process. Psychological therapists often use gameplay to help diagnose and treat patients. Really cool. And then finally, the one that most of us use games for are recreation. Again, recreation does not diminish the importance of the role games play in our society. Many games focus on players' movement to exercise their bodies and mind, build skills, and advance through increasing game difficulty. So let's move over to the types of games. We have different types of games: chance, skill, role playing, and video. Chance, it's luck or possibility plays a role. It's like rolling dice. You don't know what number is going to come up. Skill, the player's skill determines the outcome. It's like playing Pac-Man or Galaga, some of those old school games where you actually have to have eye-hand coordination. Role playing, kind of like Minecraft, you assume the roles of the characters. Dungeons and Dragons is another example of a game, if anybody's familiar with that, where you assume the role of a particular character in the game. And then video. Interaction with the game takes place in a virtual environment, so it's sort of virtual reality gaming. Some of that stuff that's becoming popular now. So those are the types of games. So again, to review, the roles are education, task training, social networking, therapy, recreation, and the types of game are chance, skill, role playing, and video. So go over to the questions. Again, we have a true false here. I'll let you guys read that. The role of games, you're going to take the role and match it up with its description. Again, just move your shapes around and put them in front of the correct description. Next, we're going to move over to the types of games. Again, grab the label here and move it over to the correct description of the type of game. Next, you are going to list 5 games you or your friends or family play and explain what type of role and genre each game intends for its audience. So you're going to do that here, and you're just going to double click in here and type the name of your game. Tell me what the role of the game is for, and then tell me what kind of type of game is it. Is it a skill game? Is it a luck game? Is it role playing? What type of game is it? And then what is the role of the game? Is it education? Is it recreation? You guys can list that. So give me, it says 5, but give me 3. Give me at least 3 there. And then once you're done there, let's wrap this up. Tell me what you learned about the role of games or the different types of games from today's assignment. And then finally do your Google form review for the assignment. Once you're done with the Google form, you are done with the assignment.